Good morning, everyone. So I am back to make a quick and easy egg breakfast in my Chaffle maker. So here's my Chaffle maker here. Let me get you guys turned down just a little bit so you can see it. And so the ingredients that we've got are 2 eggs, a 1/4 cup of shredded mozzarella cheese. This is 2 carbs. I've got 1/2 ounce of diced jalapenos, and that is 1/2 a carb. So far we got 2.5 carbs. And then I've got some bacon bits, and bacon bits have no carbs. So we got a 2.5 carb meal to fill you up, and it's super easy in the Chaffle maker. So I've got it warmed up. I want you to see the green light is on, so that's indicating that it is warmed up. And I'm just gonna open my Chaffle maker. All right. So I'm gonna get you positioned here so you can see what I'm doing. There we go, that's beautiful. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is put a little bit of the mozzarella cheese on the bottom because you wanna make it like a crust. So you put half your mozzarella cheese, split it between the 2. Okay. And if you wanna use more, you can use a 1/2 cup, that's up to you. Then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna crack our eggs in there. So 1 egg per. There we go. There's the egg. Okay, next we're gonna add in our jalapeno. Just kind of sprinkle it around. And you don't have to add jalapeno or any kind of vegetable, that's up to you. I just chose this morning to have jalapeno with mine. Okay, so easy peasy, get the jalapeno in there. And then we're gonna hurry up and get our seasonings, and then, bacon bits, we're gonna put those in there. And I'm not measuring the bacon bits. I believe it's, this is my black garlic from Pampered Chef, and then I just added an extra pepper. If I didn't have the jalapenos, I most likely would be putting in some cayenne pepper. So now I'm gonna take, you can measure this out if you'd like, if you're really watching your calories. It's 30 calories per tablespoon, so it's not gonna add a lot. There we go, got my bacon in there. And now we're gonna top with the rest of the cheese. And again, what we're doing is we're making just a little crust. Now, you are definitely welcome to just put this all in a bowl or cup or whatever and mix it. And now we're just gonna close our lid. And some of that sizzle. Okay, and then you're just gonna heat it up until that steam is gone. And if you wanna keep it in there a little bit longer, just so that you can get the crunch that you want, you can do that as well. And it really doesn't take maybe a couple minutes. So if you're in a hurry, need a quick protein breakfast, there you go. All right, so I've got that going. I'm gonna go and dump out my eggshells in the trash. My mushroom coffee here. So it's my serving of my mushroom coffee, which is just a tablespoon. Hot water, 10 ounces, and then I put a tablespoon of creamer and then a teaspoon of sweetener. Delicious. So we still got plenty of steam coming out here. You can see that rising. Now, I've got myself I've had this for, gosh, I don't even know how many years. It could be maybe 10 or more. It is a Weight Watchers scale, and it has been absolutely amazing. I hardly ever have to change the batteries. I think I've changed them maybe once or twice. And it's great because you can do ounces and grams, and so oftentimes I do, depending on the item, if it's harder to measure it in ounces than I measure it in grams, and also look at the nutrition. So my garden is wrapping up. So I didn't get a lot of tomatoes. So I've got, these are the size of the tomatoes that came out. So these are the size of tomatoes that came out, and I've probably got, let's see, here's 2, 4, maybe 7 or 8. And then my bell peppers are still growing. I'm hoping that they're going to get a little bit bigger, but if not, I probably got close to 20 out there, and they're little ones, so that'll be neat. My mom did tell me that I can grow an avocado tree. That's, her neighbor has one, so that would be amazing, because I probably buy like 4 at a time, maybe every month and a half, because avocados are good fat and they're good for you. I've got a lot of green tomatoes out there, so I may decide to make some fried green tomatoes. Use some almond flour. I just bought some lupin flour, so it's on its way from Amazon. So we're going to see how that goes. That has very little carbs, so compared to coconut flour and almond flour, it is very low. So I'm excited to see, how that tastes. The Keto Twins said that's what they've used. So I looked on Amazon. We had to buy something else, and you want to get that free shipping. So so that's what I chose, and I'm going to see what it looks like. I also ran out of my Virginia peanuts. These are hands down the best peanuts I have ever had. They are extremely crunchy. They're not too salty. You can eat them plain. I've been taking just a little, like maybe 1/4 of a teaspoon or 1/8 of a teaspoon of coconut oil, and mix it around, and then sprinkle the seasoning. So I've tried dill pickle, I've tried jalapeno, my garlic, everything seasoning, and that's the black garlic. It's a little bit different than just regular garlic. Chili lime seasoning. The everything seasoning was really a surprise. I wasn't sure that was going to taste good, but it does. All right, I'm going to get a plate. One of the things that I love about making these eggs in the Chaffle maker is that they're nice and crispy, and they're handheld, so you can eat them with a fork if you want, but you can also definitely just handheld and eat them, which is nice in the morning when you get up at 5:30 and have to be at work. Okay, just a peek. All right, so here's what they look like. Can you guys see that? I'll get you a little closer here. Okay, so that's what they look like. As you can, crispy. So like I said, you can do it as crispy as you want. Now be careful when you're taking it out, because it is very, very hot. Unplug it here. Very, very hot. So I usually let them just sit on the Chaffle maker for a little bit while I'm maybe making my coffee, or getting something else put away, and that way they're sitting on something hot, so that moisture is not getting underneath them. You can also take them and put them on the cookie rack, the one with the holes in it that you usually take your cookies and put them on. So either way, super easy, fast. Let's see, we've been on here like 9 minutes, so that was just a piece. Oh wow. So good. It's that cheesy, the egg, the jalapeno, and the seasonings. Very tasty. All right, thanks guys.